I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We welcome K13 to the show. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, please introduce yourselves to everybody.
Hello, I am K13, Mind Virus VTuber. I don't know what else to say, honestly. I stream over on Twitch. And I'm very lazy when it comes to actually making content.
Well, once you're like a mind virus, you can do whatever you want, pretty much.
Well, that's just it.
I mean, you just change reality to fit whatever you want at that particular point.
Well, yeah, that's always the bit. Every time I get like a commission, so every once in a while, someone will be like, the space on the sweater was too much, and I was like, that's fine. The whole bit is that it doesn't have to look the same all the time.
That's pretty cool. How did you get started with the VTuber thing?
Honestly, it is mostly the idea. I like the idea of being a little more personable on stream, like having myself on there. But I still want to keep an amount of anonymity, especially because in real life I'm a nurse. So it's in a lot of ways it's probably easier if I just keep my real face out of it.
Well, thank you for that, being a nurse.
Oh, yeah. I mean, ultimately, I like helping people, and ideally, it's a job that won't go out of style, even if AI takes over the world.
Oh, there's got to be somebody that takes the brunt of the abuse from patients.
Exactly.
AI ain't going to be doing any of that anytime soon.
That's true. You're right.
Oh, you guys are amazing at what you do. I'm surprised that you have any time to do anything. I mean, you guys' schedules are ridiculous.
Yeah, it does not feel like I have a lot of time most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, when people think, oh, it's a regular, 8-hour a day, 5-day a week. No, no.
I am pretty, I guess, strict in how much I work. Like I am, my job right now, I work 8-hour shifts. But every time I start a new job, I tell them, I'm like, you will never convince me to work more than 12 hours at once, because after that, it's like, that's not safe.
Yeah, I don't understand why hospitals and medical places want people to do that. Even you see the usual depiction of young interns and such trying to make it in, or practitioner or in their practicum, trying to get in and staying there at the hospital working 25-hour shifts. I'm like, how is that helpful to the patient?
Well, that's just it. It's not at some point, right?
Yeah.
At some point, are you even able to pay attention to what's written on a paper, much less the symptoms that are being presented to you?
No, absolutely. I mean, at that point, I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody just whanging a patient on the head with a bedpan at that point.
Well, that's the problem, and that's where a lot of mistakes happen. It's people are just fucking tired.
Oh, absolutely. It's just, and these young nurses and doctors are trying to learn. You can learn just as much in 8 hours as you can in hour 17.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, some of it is just a genuine lack of funding from governments and stuff.
Yeah, but a lot of it is, and this is my personal opinion, a lot of it is just taking advantage of people. That's what
I mean, that is even if you're the lack of funding, that is part of the lack of funding, though. It is taking advantage of the fact that people some people just want to help people, and they won't stop helping people even if you're treating them like shit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And to me, it's like hazing, in a way. I mean, you don't want people who are going into frat houses or sororities go through this, but you'll put people who are going to professions that are this important to go through things like this, simply because they exist. It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway,
yeah.
Anyway, off that soapbox. I've made my point, and it's right. For you, how did you how did you get to even start VTubing with all the stuff that you're having to do?
Uh, I'm trying to think. I started streaming probably for like a year or so before I was VTubing.
Hmm.
And like I said, I kind of just wanted to like it wanted to be a little more personable, so I without really like showing myself.
Yeah.
So I looked at VTubing and I just poked around and saw like there was like a lot of really easy ways to just jump into it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's to at least get your feet wet anyway and find out whether you like it or not.
For sure. Well, yeah, like and every time someone's like, "Hey, like who like people who genuinely don't know anything about VTubing but want to get into it, they'll be like, "Where like who would you go see for a model?" And it's like just go on Steam and look up VTube Studio or whatever it's called. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, what you're starting off with is probably not what you're going to finish with anyway, for the most part.
I mean, I am like I'm still using the same model that I started with.
Yeah, yeah, but some folks, your situation is a little different, I think, and some folks go in and will throw thousands of dollars at equipment and setup, and then two
Oh
weeks
yeah,
later find out they
for
don't like
sure, for
doing it.
sure.
It's a good way to for somebody else to get get $1,000 model for cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm more just like you can start VTubing for with like a $20 webcam. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. And now with some of these like Irium, you just have a phone. That's
oh yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
And as a matter of fact, a couple of one of the nurses I talked to is a webcam does the Irium thing. Rico, he does.
Right, right.
Yeah, and that's helpful because you can do that from anywhere. So I mean,
Hmm.
you do it while at work if you get away with it.
Yeah, yeah. If you can manage.
Yeah, if you can get any cell service in the place that
uh,
you're at.
yeah.
I know that from being in a hospital with my with family members here recently. It's hit or miss whether you can even get a bar in those places. But
Yeah,
there,
it's crazy. And it's like it's in the most random places too, where it's like, I can understand if you're like approaching certain wards or whatever, but
yeah.
like, dude, I'm just trying to go. I'm just like around the main lobby. Why is it so hard to
Oh
get a
yeah.
connection?
Yeah, you go into the bathroom and stand on the toilet, and you've got enough bars to actually say hello to whoever's on the other end.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have that at my workplace too. I work at a police station, um, and there is a jail in it as well in the top part of the station, and so the walls are mega thick and lots of iron and stuff. You're lucky to get any signal to go through that stuff. It's
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and when you do, you've got to have it hold it up against a window and try not
Yeah,
to.
you got to keep your phone in like the right spot.
Yeah, you're the speed of the pictures is roughly Polaroid camera speed, about the same quality at that point. Um,
No.
when you got started, was it easy for you to have to work with a people watching you on streams and having an audience, or have you had audiences before?
Uh, I guess, like objectively speaking, I've had audiences before. Like in high school, like I did band from grade 9 to 12.
Hmm.
I did drama 1 year. Like I have like performed before. I guess realistically, like I played hockey for like almost a decade.
Oh,
Like so quote unquote performing isn't that far out for me.
you played hockey for a decade, so you already had the triage down.
Yeah, of course, of course.
You just get out the super glue. Okay, we'll put that together. Go back out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
head back out. Folks don't realize how much super glue is actually used in
Oh yeah, in a pinch, it's wonderful.
yeah. I know that uh, pro wrestlers will use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when they blade when their blood comes out, and then of course they use their scalp because that bleeds like a mofo.
Yeah.
And really isn't, you know, unless you unless you cut down below your um, your skull. It's probably not going to hurt you, but um, and then they'll just go in and just super glue it back together.
I mean, it's whatever keeps it shut for now, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
absolutely. I mean, it's usually not that much of a cut to begin with,
mhm.
and but there's MacGyvering it, then there's actually doing it. So why did you get involved in nursing in the first place?
Honestly, it's kind of I don't know. It's weird. The first thing I went to for post secondary was for a biology undergrad, which would be like the university route. But I quickly learned that being in an auditorium of like 300 students was not the way I could learn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
So
I see that in the films, and I'm like, what are you even doing at that point?
it definitely like works for some people. Like I still talk to one of the guys I went to some of those courses with, and like he's still doing university stuff.
Yeah. Oh, good luck to them.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
But then I think it was like right after that I tried paramedics,
mhm.
but whew, we did like the first like lab for that, and I was like, I can't do this. This is like way too much stress.
Yeah, that's a whole different kettle of fish there. I mean, you don't know exactly what you're coming up on. It could be, you know, somebody who's sprained an ankle real bad, or it could be the aftermath of an auto accident. It's
Well, that's just it,
yeah,
yeah. And I was like, I don't think I can deal with quite that.
yeah. It's the reason why I'm
Uh,
not a 911 operator. I'll tell you that. I could not do that.
right.
Um, but here you get a chance to. Was that how you decided to go into nursing, or was there anything else that played into it?
It's more or less that. Like, I went into paramedics. That was like way too stressful of an environment, but I still, I want to help people, and I like help, and I did like the healthcare aspect of it.
Yeah,
So I took a year off to think about it, and then I ended up just deciding to go and talk to the local college that had nursing, and yeah, from there I just was like, all right, I'll enroll.
yeah, yeah. And not look back.
I can't, I can't say that I can't say that it's perfect. There's a lot of stuff that makes me go, why the fuck did I go to be a nurse?
Yeah, yeah. I could definitely
Like I'm
imagine
not gonna
that.
pretend. Yeah, like I'm not gonna pretend that this is the whole like awesome. Like I despise the like politics of it all. I really despise that my government clearly just does not give a shit about healthcare.
Mm. Yeah, well, not in the traditional way anyway, or the scientific way, or
Well,
ah,
I guess to be clear, I'm Canadian, so my
oh,
government is not the U.S. government.
well, that's a different story. That's
Yeah, but
and part of that's
specifically, my provincial government very clearly like does not give a shit about
yeah,
people.
yeah. That's a different story, and part of it's in French, so I don't know that one.
Yeah, so some of it anyway.
Yeah.
You'd be shocked, realistically, how little of Canada speaks like really good French.
Oh, I know. I I one of my hobbies has been to listen for distant radio stations from Illinois, and we get a lot of Canadian stations, of course, and
Mhm.
and in one point the CBC, which is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation,
Yeah, I
the
love the
national.
CBC.
Um, there are private stations, but there is the CBC. They had to in every major city have a English and French version, and
Yes.
which makes a lot of sense in Quebec. Um, maybe even in Toronto, if you because they have one of the strongest stations there. That's French. Not so much in Banff.
I
And
mean, it's just the law that because they don't want like French to be left by the wayside. It's one of those things that is at least in part driven by the idea of not just being like taken over by American culture
oh
because
yeah.
quite frankly a lot of Canadian culture does kind of get taken over by American culture at times.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I found out fairly recently that I have a lot of background in New France, as it was
Mm.
called. So I'm like trying to make up for it. I'm never going to learn French, but I'm going to at least find out a little bit about it.
I don't blame you. French is a mess of a language to
Yeah,
learn from scratch.
oui, it definitely is. Um, so with that, do you ever have patients where you're at that are primarily francophones?
Not where I'm at right now. I work at a retirement home, so I see
Ah,
the same people every day.
okay. Yeah, that's it, and that is another. Oh, that's another kettle of fish entirely, isn't it? And,
Oh yeah.
when people talk about nurses, they think of just the nurse at the doctor's office and this sort of thing. But no matter where nurses get stationed, it's never going to be easy.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just true. And it's different stuff too.
Yeah.
Like if I think my job in terms of the patients at my job right now, I think is probably like the calmest I guess I've had overall.
Mm.
There's not like there's no one there that like I have to be on guard around because they might just throw a punch or something.
Yeah. Yeah. The folks who are more into the dementia,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Like it's because it's a retirement home. It is more so people that just need some help, but are largely able to do stuff on their own.
right, right. But again, it's very hard to reverse or arrest that sort of thing when it happens. When reversing is almost impossible, but
Yeah,
arrest it, and it just keeps getting a little bit worse each day. And you're on those front lines, and I salute you for that. Um, that's something that I would not have the stones to do. I'll tell you that.
it definitely. Yeah, there's definitely some days that are easier than others for sure.
Yeah. So is VTubing a chance for you to, escape a little bit from that?
Uh, I don't know if I'd say that. VTubing for me is mostly just I tried streaming. I liked streaming, and so from there to just fine tuning what I want to do streaming. Right.
Yeah, yeah. And so what are you usually streaming when you're on?
A lot of not lately. It's been a little sporadic between like me moving and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But a, a lot I will play a lot. Usually I'll have a playthrough of something going on. Like right now we're doing Persona 5 Royal.
Mhm.
And then but a lot of the time I also like playing like fighting games or whatever I'm also playing that's like a little more competitive.
Yeah. The Overwatch types or
Not Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rivals?
Overwatch has long since been gone from my life.
Yes, it's been usurped.
Even before that,
Yeah.
Overwatch, I dropped it so long. I dropped it before Overwatch 2 came out.
Oh no. Yeah, well, I mean, there's always gonna be one that's above it, but so with Marvel Rivals, which hero do you usually pick?
I love Magic.
Mm,
She is easily I think she's the only character that collectively has like well over double digits sort of thing.
hmm Yeah,
Um, but I do. I mean, I'll play anything. I will like especially if I'm playing competitive, like I'll just flex to whatever needs to be on the team.
yeah. Do you have a
But
regular team that you're on, or is it?
I would love to, but no. So I don't usually play competitive too much on except like I still have to play like 10 games just to get the skin at the end of this season.
Yeah, yeah,
But other than that, I don't play a ton of competitive just because, man.
yeah. You want to talk about toxic?
Yeah, it's like man, and it's like it is crazy. It's like it is crazy. I was trying just to get to gold, and I'm like, it is wild that the quality of player in competitive is just so much worse than in quick play.
You would think just from the outside looking in, you would think it would automatically be the opposite of that, but it's
That's what you'd think, and the thing is also in quick play, like I don't care if I got like a dog shit team. I'm just like whatever, just not my game to win.
yeah,
But in competitive, like it does sort of matter, right?
yes. You've got somebody who basically spawns, shoots wildly, and dies. It's not going to help you.
No, exactly. Which is why, like, if I'm like talking about what I take actually competitively seriously, it's gonna be fighting games because at least if I lose, that's my fault.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When the one-on-one is completely different, but when you,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I always anything that was remote and with a team, I don't enjoy. I just um even when I took some courses online, it was when you had when you're online courses and you have a group assignment,
Oh
you might as well just
God.
do it yourself because
Yeah, that becomes okay. Who wants to do which section?
yeah, and then you never hear from them again. So
Exactly, and then you only hear it from them at the end when everyone's sending in the part they did.
yeah, and then you just ignore that part because yours is better and hand it in.
True.
Not saying I did that. Yes, I did. And we
I-
got an A. So there.
I'm lucky. I got away with. I got out of the in class stuff just before COVID really took off. So,
Ah, yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Um, when COVID hit and you were in all that, how tough was it for you to do your job then?
oh, it was really rough because COVID hit when I was trying to do my placement,
Oh,
and so I would get a placement, and then COVID would like kick back up, and they'd be like, "Sorry, we're trying to limit who's in the building," and it's like, "Yeah, I get it. I'm not staff. Like, I'm not
right,
like I'm a student ultimately. Like, I can't necessarily do stuff."
right. You're not
So
what is it called? Not mandatory, but
I'm not like essential to be there.
essential. That's the
Yeah,
word. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm so I'm
yeah,
so non-essential. I don't even remember the word.
no, yeah, but yeah, that was exactly it. It's like I'm not like mad at you. I'm just like really annoyed because I just want to finish this. Like when I finally finished my placement, it felt surreal.
No, I really get to come back?
Yeah, it was surreal. I was like, wait, I'm done. I'm like, I just have to like pay my fucking $400 and I'm registered.
Yeah. Yeah. And by that point, you're just like, I can breathe. And then,
It was crazy. Well, no, because then I actually had to find a job,
yeah,
but
yeah, there is a little difference in that. And then even then, post, I mean, around COVID and post COVID, that was probably not the easiest thing to do either.
no.
It,
No, during COVID, I think I'm trying to think. It's been a while, obviously. Yeah, during COVID, I was when I was towards like a little more towards like the quote unquote tail end.
mhm,
Um, I was working for a home care company as what they call PSW, which is a personal support worker.
okay,
So basically, I would go to people's house for like if they needed help, like getting ready in the morning, or if they needed help taking a shower or whatever. I would go help them out with that.
yeah, and it did.
Or sometimes it was like to give like caretakers a break, right? Like if mom and dad are looking after their disabled son, I could pop in for like 2 hours so they can like have a break, whether that just means go to the coffee shop or go run some errands.
Yeah, it's in somebody in that situation, you come in with all the intention, and this is my guess anyway, and then you realize that there are limits that you can do.
I
uh,
mean, I would say I was like pretty aware of like what the limits are, right? I did like I have I grew up with a lot of family that did work in healthcare. My mom is a nurse herself, but my uncle is a paramedic. My aunt is a she was I think a cancer nurse.
mhm, now,
Among another few that are like a little further out, but like yeah, so I kind of and plus schooling, so like you already kind of have an idea like what you're allowed to do, right?
right, yeah, but when you get into somebody else's home, um, it's like the rules are different everywhere.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't go in that room. Don't wake up Uncle George. That type of thing.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure. I mean, if I'm when I'm going to other people's homes, realistically, I'm not doing too much other than like what I'm there to do. Like if I'm there to like give the caretakers like a break or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not doing too much while I'm there.
yeah, yeah. It's did you have to deal much with wound dressing?
Not for that job in particular. And not in my current job because of the way it's sorted out, which I think is bizarre.
Mm.
But in my previous job, I did wound dressings. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I went through that myself. I had a Roux-en-Y bypass, um, stomach bypass surgery, and
Hmm.
had to heal it out because of an incision infection. And that hole was 25 centimeters long by 4+ deep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had to heal that out.
Oh yeah. I've dealt with I think one like that, and it was during my placement.
Yeah, that was. And luckily, there was something called a wound vac, which helped out immensely and took
Yeah,
weeks
that
off
was
that.
like my it wasn't my introduction to those, but it was like the first time I saw it used like in like a big ass area.
Oh yeah, and it's a big ass area too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and but it took weeks off of it, and I marvel at that technology. But I always felt sorry for folks because where it was, I wasn't going to be able to clean it myself. I couldn't even.
Hmm.
Well, the first time I looked down, I could actually see my stomach, as in my actual stomach. I saw it.
Oh yeah,
I was like, "Oh, hello.
yeah.
I don't ever want to see you again."
Yeah, yeah, right. It's like, I don't like that I can see that.
Yeah, but they had to reach in and do that. So I had to go and show the wound clip, and I always felt sorry for everybody who had to deal with that stuff. I mean, I know it's how everybody's trained, but gee, many Christmas, that's awful stuff.
Yeah, I can get what you mean. What I always say is like, it's all good. Like that's what they pay me for. Like that's what I'm in school for.
Yeah, and I try to be as nice as possible, even when it didn't feel good, because I mean, it's not you guys' fault that's going on, but um, I'm it's. Do you ever find that it's really just almost impossible to have a decent relationship with a patient?
Sometimes like and like to be clear, like there are some patients that like they don't want to make it a good time either, right?
Hmm.
Whether it's because they're just in that much pain or they're just kind of an asshole. Some people like they do not want to make this a pleasant experience, even if it would make it better for everyone involved.
Yeah, yeah, including them. Yeah,
No, that's what I mean. Like there
yeah.
are times where like I will be like, "Can you just like help me for a second? It will make it be. I will be bugging you for like way less time if you just help me."
Absolutely. Just help me out here a little bit. I'll be out of your hair.
Yeah, it's literally like this could be like 5 minutes if you just like help me out a little bit.
That's right. Well, with all of that you're having to deal with, do you stay away from hospital games?
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah, I don't blame you.
honestly, nothing to do with that. Just no interest.
It just that would be like me in the old days going to playing a radio station game. I don't want that. I do
Yeah,
that
yeah. It's
every
like, dude,
day.
I do that for work. I want to take a break.
Yeah, I used to have to explain it to my wife when I was still working in radio. She'd turn on the station I was working for, and I'd turn it back off. And she said, "Why you do that?" I said, "I was there for 8 hours today. I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I don't turn on, where you're working at and make you watch that after you're done."
Oh, it's where I used to work. It was also like it was an hour out from where I lived, and in that was also like where you would go if you needed to like do actual shopping.
Yeah,
Because where I used to live was like just a like town off the highway, right?
right.
Um, but the problem was every time I would go there on like my days off or something, I'd be like, oh, it feels like I'm going to work.
Yeah, yeah. Just driving down the lane to get there is like,
Well, and, like the worst part is like the mall is like the turn just before where I would work. So it's like really like I'd be going to like I just feel like I'm going to work until I get out of the car at the mall.
yeah. Like, I'm not even looking over there. Not looking. Not
Yeah,
looking.
it's like I don't want to go that way at all.
And it's even worse if you see somebody you know
Yeah.
and they wave at you like, no, no, it's not me.
No, whoa, buddy, I'm not at work.
You see the badge on? No badge on. That's not me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's like the worst part too. Is that as much as I like a lot of the stuff in nursing stuff, but I don't like a lot of nurses. At least like as far as like I wouldn't hang out with them that much.
Now that's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's like it's like kind of funny, but like there's a lot of times where I'm like, that's cool, man. I am not interested in this.
Walk away. Grab
I know,
it.
like part of that is definitely like some of the nurses are just like older than me. They're in different places in their lives, right?
Oh yeah. Looking at
But
watching retirement get there very slowly.
yeah, yeah,
I can definitely go with that one.
yeah.
When they move the bar again, like, hey, wait, um,
Wait a minute.
that's not right. So when you're up on in online, has it been easy for you to, or have you been able to collaborate with very many people given your schedule?
I've definitely collaborated with people even with the nursing schedule before.
Yeah,
Um, I will say not always easy, like you were implying.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, definitely not super easy all the time, but like most of the times I've done collaborations was when I was not working or I was working something that was a lot less time consuming.
Oh, and with that, I mean, are you able to wind down pretty quick? I mean, when you get home, how long do you have between you can get work out of your system and then concentrate on what you're doing online?
I get partially depends on the day. Like on a normal day, it's pretty easy. But like it does partially depend. Like if something happened at work or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. It's just all yeah. It's fascinating to me that you're able to do that. I mean, and still get on and interact with people. But I guess it's different, isn't it? Because at your job, you don't really kind of get to control what's going on, but online, you kind of control who you interact with.
Yeah, yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Part of it is I'm just like a big believer in, like the separation between like I work to live, I don't live to work sort of thing.
Mm. Wait till you're old.
That's what some people say, but
Yeah, for my wife, she looks at me and says that you live to fulfill your insurance policy. I'm like, okay, hon. Just put the knife away.
whoa, whoa.
It won't pay if you do this on purpose. Um, it's good to be able to have that sort of thing. Does VTubing interfere with anything else you want to do? I mean, has it taken up so much of your time that you're not as social as you'd like in real life?
I don't think so for the most part, but that's pretty hard to say because when I was living in my hometown, I didn't want to go do anything for the most part because there was nothing to do.
Mm.
But like I don't think so because like even like when my friends would be like free to hang out on the weekend, I'd be like, no streaming, I'm going to hang out.
Ah, yeah, well, that's good. You have that. You have your priorities in order.
I would think so.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes going forward. There's a few I've poked around now that I've moved to a new town, and there's a few things I'd like to check out. So we'll see if that continues. But
So, are there any goals you set for yourself now as a streamer?
uh, I don't think I have anything super concrete at the moment. It's mostly to be kept as like a hobby to do. Right? I don't want to put too much pressure on it.
Mm.
I would love to be able to at least even if it was like the equivalent to like part-time streaming, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Get enough
Like
for
I would
gas
love to be
money.
able to drop some hours from work or something to focus more on streaming, but
Oh.
that is also it bites me in the ass cuz like I said at the top, I'm really lazy when it comes to making like content.
So if you drop the hours, you're just gonna sit there and look at the screen.
I mean like ideally I wouldn't, but at the moment I don't think I'd myself to commit to trying that.
Is there anything that you'd like to try that you haven't done yet on stream?
On stream,
Yeah.
I mean I keep like a folder of ideas
Mm.
for like what would be fun for streaming. Whether or not it would be like feasible is not necessarily the same thing,
Well, yeah.
uh but like I've got some ideas. Some are just like literally just like here's like a weird Pokemon run you can do. Uh but there are some like I have like I guess bigger ideas. Like one thing I have written down is like a book club type thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Uh
I think that's I'm surprised there isn't more of that. I would think that that would be something that would really get a good general. I mean, it may not play to 10,000 people, but you'd have a solid group that would be coming back every time.
yeah, I think part of that would also be like you do you would I guess kind of want enough people to commit to doing it too though.
Yeah.
I think is part of the problem. I
Yeah.
would say at least, and like especially with people with like small communities like myself, where it's like it's hard to get people to commit to do that because like they also have stuff going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the scheduling is always something else. I can't imagine that you'd be able to get like uh, even if you even if you liked the people you worked with. That's a terrible thing to say, but you said it. Even if you it got it struck up a friendship with people at work, that would be almost impossible for you guys to get the schedule together to go online.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I've looked at the schedule at work. It would be like insane to try and make plans with people from work unless we happen to have like a run that is the same.
That's you,
Which I'll just tell you, I don't think I've ever seen happen yet.
no, because somebody's always taking it. Someone will always call in. Someone will do.
Oh, it's not even just that. It's like the way the schedules work out. Like, like I worked 4 night shifts in a row, and I only had the same person working with me for 3 of them.
Oh God. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's in when you have the responsibilities you do to that's I imagine it's really tough to get any sort of momentum working when you only work with a person a couple days at a time, and it's if you're with somebody 5 days a week, you can learn about them better and learn what they're good at and what you're good at and how you work together. But this 2 days on, 5 days off thing is pretty tough.
yeah, it's the like I kind of mentioned earlier. There's a like this job I find is super weird for a lot of reasons.
Mm. Yeah,
Uh,
and
like it's very bizarre. Like, and you can tell that Uh, I'll just say it. I know I'm pretty sure they're hiring a lot of immigrants explicitly because it's easier to take advantage of the fact that they're kind of stuck in the job.
right, yeah, yeah, and it's unfortunate, but
Like their visa like their visas are contingent on them working, right?
oh, absolutely, yeah, that's something that people don't realize that Canada, I think, even more stringent than the U.S. when it comes to those visas. If
I
you
don't. I'm not 100% sure if I'm being honest, but I'm just more like I know. Like some of them, like I know for some of them, like this is it's either their first job in Canada or in general
mhm.
because like I've talked with some of them and I've offhandedly just mentioned something is weird out of all of the jobs I've worked, and they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, this is the only place that does this.
This is the only place that files by the second letter of the middle name.
Yeah, like some of it is like weird little things like that, but like some of it is like it's crazy. This is the only place I've ever worked that is doing paper charting. I'm
Yes,
not using a computer.
yes, and there's still people that are doing that. And then when people start using the computer, they use different programs at every place. So
I actually haven't found that to be true in
really,
my experience yet, at least.
oh, that's good. Anyway, I mean, do you generally stay in the same healthcare system, or does it work differently up there?
Uh, it's a, I don't know. Up here, there are private places, but there's also obviously like the public ones.
Right.
I have mostly worked at private ones,
Mm.
much to my chagrin. I don't think they should exist, but I do still unfortunately have to make money.
Yes. Yes. Sometimes you just need to make sure that the check cashes. I,
Yeah, yeah, you got to grin and bear it. You can't choose. You can't. It's easier to. It's not easy to choose where you make your money, sort of thing.
oh no, it was that way in radio too. I mean, you end up doing commercials for things that you know are absolute hokum and
Yeah, I mean,
not
just for
good.
the sake of I need to eat too.
Yeah. Oh, I did one commercial. It was a 60-second commercial for hypnotizing your first it was smoking and then it was weight loss. Same guy. And I knew
Wild.
and basically what he was doing was he put people in a room and he would talk over a microphone and then leave. That was it.
That's crazy.
That was $40 or whatever it was a person, and he would do that. And I'm like, oh God, do I still have to do this? Yes, you're last on the totem pole. Here, 60 seconds. Talk about him
Oh,
like he was your brother.
God.
Yeah. Oh, Joe the Great. He's really good.
Yeah, man, he's really good at this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's still better than even with that. It's still better than these AI things on YouTube. Oh,
Oh God.
the one the one now that's the worst is the Jello thing with it cures everything and weight loss. And they use celebrity voices with their pictures and AI the mouth moving in it.
Oh, that's all. That's gross.
It is. There's one with Reba McEntire that's just horrible.
Oh, that's and like the worst part is for even like no matter how bad it is, some people will still fall for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. They don't even mention who she is, but it's her and her voice. And I'm like, this can't be legal. But what are you gonna do? Oh,
I mean, like yeah, it's like my dad always jokes around. It's only illegal if you get caught. Otherwise, it's just frowned upon.
my generation. Yes, old age and treachery always wins
Oh yes.
when it comes to that. So, do you see yourself continuing as a VTuber, um, no matter what with your job, or what would cause you to think twice about keeping going? Would it be a big schedule change or something like that?
I don't think there's really much, if anything, that would make me like outright quit. But there's definitely like there's already been times where like my job keeps me so busy or so tired that like I just can't stream, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
Like at my old job, because it was an hour out, I was effectively working 10-hour shifts
yeah.
because I'd have to drive there and back, and then I'd have to go to bed. I'd have to go to bed like really early so I can get up at like 4 in the morning.
And
So
folks,
like
those
during that time, I was like almost never streaming.
oh, those drives, the drive there, the hour-long drive takes 15 minutes, and the drive home takes 2 hours
Oof.
for an hour. It just goes on forever. When am I ever going to be home? But
No, the worst part is that's not even how it felt. They were both terribly long because I was usually working day shifts, so I was also just tired.
oh, and plus traffic too. I mean, I can't. It,
Less traffic. I mean, like less traffic most days, but there were some days where you can tell, like, oh, they were called to the office today because,
yeah, it's just you have to wait in line to get your donut on the way into work.
yeah, that's exactly
Yeah, I
it.
I work mostly in the evenings, and there are some days where I know that I can't go to my favorite convenience store because it's going to be filled with people turning in their lottery tickets.
Yes.
And I just want a water.
I hate I in the morning when I'm get off night shifts. I'll always eye out the Tim Hortons on the way
Yeah,
home, and I'm like, am I all right? How hungry am I? I'm pretty hungry.
yes.
What's the lineup look like? Yeah, I'm not that hungry.
Is it only halfway around?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Check check and see how much you have left on your phone so you can play a video game on
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like especially it's like dog. I'm tired. Like
yeah,
I got food at the house. I
yeah.
don't really need to stop here.
Just get enough Tim Hortons to last for a couple days.
Some people, it's crazy. Some people do that the odd time that they like close for a day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that's how I lived as a bachelor for 40 some years is I could go if I went out to get a pizza, I get two pizzas and stick one in the
Oh
fridge. And that was there for like, 2.5 days.
no, I think that makes more sense than we're closing for like say we're closing for Christmas. So the day before Christmas, some people come in and will get like two things that hold 12 coffees because I guess they don't have a coffee maker just by drinking so much coffee.
I'm surprised that's not my wife. I don't drink coffee at all, but I'm swear I've made thousands of coffees
Right.
over this time. So will you have? I mean, is it possible you're going to have some big events coming up as a streamer, or are you playing it by ear?
It's mostly playing it by ear. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to do.
Yeah.
Given the time, I would love to run like a tournament for something.
Oh yeah.
Most likely a fighting game, but
Yeah.
uh,
Get some people. And nobody in the fighting game can be younger than 65.
that's no. We open it to all. I'm just saying at 65. I don't know if the reaction speed's going to be there for some of these youngins.
Oh no, I'm 60 and I can tell you no, it will not be there.
Yeah. Like even I'm reaching 30, and even my reaction speed compared to some of these young guns is like whoa.
Yeah, it would be tough for me to do the Marvels thing because lots of bells and whistles and yelling and screaming, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
I
That's,
love watching Marvel. I don't play Marvel much at all though.
watch them do it. Yeah, something blew up! Yay!
Yeah, I think I can have more fun with Marvel if I actually bother to learn like some of the more basic competitive stuff.
Who needs to read the instructions anyway? That's too much waste of time. Too much
But
waste.
that's how you get to do the cool stuff.
Accident. Learn by accident. That's the best way to do it. And you feel more
Oh,
accomplished that way.
I would, dude. I wish there are certain games where I'm like, I wish I could keep learning by accident, but I think I'm past that.
Well, I tell you, folks, you got to catch that and see what K13's got going on. We're going to have all the links that we've been able to find in the description for the video. Again, my hat's off to you for what you do. Um, that's tough for anybody, and for you to keep your spirits up for all of that when I know it ain't easy. That says a lot about you and your character, and I hope it continues to go smooth for you on the streaming side of things. Anyway, um, hopefully we can have you on sometime again in the future.
For sure. Well, DMs are always open if you want to hit me up. So
That's K13, folks. Check out what they've got to offer in the description. Thanks again for coming on.
thanks for having me. Have a good night.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.